Okay, welcome back to my channel. I'm hoping this will be a quick video. Just want to give you guys an update on the 2002 Ford F250. I will say I love this truck. I really do. I love that she fits in the garage and the wife can now park in the garage. Uh, and it's great. This truck has exceeded all of my expectations. Um, so today I did get some stuff done to her, as you can see in this photo. I had some new tires put on because the factory Firestones were 22 years old. They were dry rotting and I didn't feel safe driving on them. So I got new tires. These are BFG KO2s. They are the factory OEM size. I got them in 265, 75 R16s. And they look great. These tires actually were about an inch taller than the factory Firestones that came on this truck. So I had when I was at Discount Tire, I had them bring out um, one of these BF Goodrich in the same size, right, and compared it with the factory, and yeah, these were about an inch taller. So that's great. So it fills out the truck well, you know. I didn't want to go bigger because I didn't want to get a programmer to change the computer, right, to correct the speedometer. I just didn't want to do that. I have no intentions on putting a tuner on this truck. I want to keep the engine and computer stock. I don't plan on doing anything in terms of tuning um, to this truck. Okay, so I also installed these second gen Super Duty tow mirrors. I bought these from 1A Auto, and they are the Trail Ridge brand. These are powered. It is a plug and play mirror, so it's great. It was really easy to install. I mean, way easier to install these mirrors on this Ford than installing tow mirrors on the second gen Dodge Ram. And that was easy too, but the Ford, this was just way easier. Taking the door panels off was super easy. There was only two bolts. They were, I think, a 7 millimeter, and then the door panel just lifts straight up. Like, it was easy. And then there's a little plastic piece you take off and these rubber grommets, and then there's a light down here you got to unplug. But yeah, super easy. Um, so these mirrors, like I said, are powered. I can control I can adjust the main mirror, and then the convex mirror is manually adjusted, which is fine. You'll notice that they don't have turn signal lights, and that's on purpose. I did not want tow mirrors with turn signal lights. I know Boost Auto, they offer that, but I just didn't want to do the additional wiring that I would have to do if I would have got those mirrors. Now, these mirrors are not heated, and that's okay because this truck will be garaged majority of its life. So, and that's fine. It's already been garaged the last 22 years, and I'm going to keep it garaged. And what else did I do today? I also installed dash cam. I have a Rexing dash cam. It records front and rear. It's Wi-Fi compatible, and I can hook it up to my phone and pull the videos to my phone. So it's great. If you don't have a dash cam, I highly recommend having one. It's one of those things where if something happens, you got something on record, right? You got it on video, right? I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Does it make sense? I also installed longer wiper blades. These Fords came factory with 20-inch blades, wiper blades. Those are tiny. So I bought Bosch Envision 22-inch blades. So they're 22-inch blades, both sides, and it's great. It's like a good size for this windshield. So, and that's pretty much the update as of right now. I still have other plans for this truck. I will be tinting the windows, getting a Line X bed liner. I'm debating between a Titan spare tire fuel tank replacement or the RDS gravity fed fuel tank. I haven't decided on which one I want to go with yet. RDS is obviously cheaper, so I might go that route. I plan to do a Banks differential cover, and I've got a steering stabilizer coming in. Hasn't come in yet, but once that gets in, I will install that. I was a little shocked that this truck didn't come with a steering stabilizer, and when I dug into it, apparently the standard 4x4 Super Duty in those years did not come with a steering stabilizer. It was an option in the the FX4 package. If you got the off-road package, then it came optional with the steering stabilizer. You could add it to the truck. I downloaded a few brochures, 2002 brochures for the Ford Super Duty, and sure enough, it did not come with a steering stabilizer. You can see that if you look for the FX4 off-road package, then you can see, yep, there it is. The steering stabilizer is optional. So I thought that was interesting. But that's okay because the truck drives really great. It steers great. It's smooth. It's straight. There's no weird vibrations or anything like that. I purchased a steering stabilizer anyways because those things, it helps. So that's pretty much it for right now. Again, like I said earlier, I don't plan to add any kind of tuning to the truck. I want to keep the computer factory. I don't want to touch that at all. In terms of the engine, I'm not touching that except for obviously maintenance and maybe some things to help the engine, right? Like Riffraff Diesel makes this fuel regulator system. They call it the FRX, and it connects the fuel rails in both the heads because the 99 through 03 7.3s, the fuel deadheads, whereas the previous OBS 7.3s, the fuel rails were connected, and fuel was flowing through the heads, and they were connected, like I said. So these 99 through 03s, the fuel rails deadhead, and the fuel has nowhere to go. Right, the fuel fills it and doesn't go back to the tank. Doesn't return back to the tank. So I might do that because I've read online that the FRX really helps quiet down the truck at idle and it smooths it out. I mean, the truck's already quiet and smooth, but it'll smooth it out and even quiet it down even more, apparently. And it also helps with the, when the fuel deadheads, I think it's the number 8 cylinder on one side and on the other side where the fuel deadheads, those injectors kind of may have some starvation of fuel, right? So the FRX will help solve that, as well as helping getting the air out of the fuel. Instead of the air going through the injectors, it can be returned back to the tank. So that I might do that. And other than that, in terms of the engine, that's pretty much it. I don't plan to do a whole lot more. So I might dress it up with some like pretty parts, like a billet fuel bowl from Riffraff Diesel, fuel bowl lid, right? Dressing up the engine bay, that's one thing. But in terms of performance, like I have no intentions of adding bigger injectors or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I plan to keep the factory airbox. I don't plan to do an SMB with this truck. So I want to try to keep this truck as OEM as I possibly can. Some minor upgrades here and there, exterior stuff here and there, but keeping it as OEM as I possibly can. So anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.